On this episode, we jet to Western Australia to experience its glimmering cities, vibrant towns, and sun-bathed beaches. Join us as Asian Air Safari visits Perth and Fremantle. One of the best things about being in the aviation business is you never know where work might take you. But oftentimes, it is just on a whim or a simple invitation that you find yourself flying thousands of miles away from home. When my friends at Embraer invited me to go on a hop to Perth with them on the Phenom 300 business jet, how could I refuse? We are all set for our trip to Perth, Australia. But before that, we'll go to Kuala Lumpur to say hello to some friends, and I think some people would like to check out the airplane. This is going to be an exciting trip. After dealing with the usual heavy traffic in Manila Airport, we were off. Our route would take us to Kuala Lumpur for a few days, on to Bali for a quick refueling stop, and crossing the Indian Ocean to Perth. The Phenom 300 is capable of achieving these long-distance feats of travel with ease. It is the highest performer in the light jet category, with a 1,971 nautical mile range, 45,000-foot service ceiling, and a top speed of 834 kilometers per hour. The build quality is robust and top-notch, with an ample luggage space, and you get to travel in luxury and style. The Phenom 300 covered the 1,400-mile distance from Manila to Kuala Lumpur in just a little over 3 hours.
That was an easy trip. It's nice flying with this Phenom. It's fast, smooth.
The ultra-modern capital of Kuala Lumpur is a place I've visited on countless occasions. I took the time to show the Embraer team around the sights. I also got a chance to meet up with some old friends. It's always nice to catch up and shoot the breeze. After the pleasant diversion that was KL, it was off to Perth the next day.
One thing I like with this aircraft is that it's got a big trailing link gear. All my landings are good, even if I'm not a very good pilot. Another good thing is that you service the toilet from outside. Co-pilots are lucky, they don't have to do the job. I'm lucky today because I'm doing co-pilot duties.
Soon enough, the blue waters of the playground that is Bali came into view. It was a beautiful day. Too bad we were only here for a quick stop. After refueling and taking on provisions, we were finally on the last leg of our flight. It was on to Perth. We entered Australian airspace in an hour, but flying over the vast state that is Western Australia would take 2 more. It occupies the entire western third of the country, and Perth is its capital. After touching down at the Perth airport, it was time to say goodbye to the Embraer team and the remarkable Phenom 300. My good friend Anthony Hudasek was there to welcome me.
I'm glad to see you.
I met him a few years back when I helped him ship his Russian Yak airplane from Manila to Perth. We've been friends ever since. Anthony drives trains for the mining industry. He was kind enough to spend his holiday break showing me the sights. We made a 30-minute drive to the port city of Fremantle, where I would be staying for the next couple of days. The first order of business was dinner. Located in Fremantle's fishing boat harbor, Cesarello's, open since 1903, is a culinary institution. Here, one can have the best fish and chips in all of Western Australia in a relaxed seaside setting. You can have a variety of fish cooked to golden perfection. We selected fresh snapper for ours.
It is good. And I think one thing good about this is that it's not oily.
When Asian Air Safari returns, the following day, I chose to do my customary walk tour early, before the holiday crowds took over. Fremantle, or Frio, as the locals call it, is situated at the mouth of the Swan River. It was here where European colonists first settled in 1829. Many of Frio's buildings were constructed during the Western Australia gold rush of the late 1800s, such as St. John Anglican Church, its town hall, numerous hotels, and its train station. A glimpse into Frio's convict past may be had with a visit to the old Fremantle prison. Built with convict labor in the 1850s, it was operational until 1991. On Arthur Head is the infamous Roundhouse. Built in 1831, it was originally a prison and a site for hangings. High above the promontory is Signal Hill, where cannon blasts were used to alert seamen of the time. Sheltered by Norfolk Island pines, South Beach is a nice place to go for a swim. I made my way back to Fishing Boat Harbor to see it during the day. This is a fully functioning harbor which serves the commercial and fishing industry. In 1987, Fremantle was put on the map when it hosted Australia's unsuccessful defense of the famed America's Cup yacht race. Although the American Yacht Stars and Stripes 87, skippered by Dennis Conner, beat the Aussie yacht Kookaburra 3 sailed by Ian Murray, the real winner was Fremantle. The event transformed the formerly sleepy fishing port into the vibrant city it is today. Today, Fremantle is a relaxed, clean and green city that is home to a community of professionals, artists, musicians, and hippies. With several excellent museums, art galleries, theater and music venues, it doesn't suffer from lack of things to do. After my early morning stroll, Anthony and I were off to get some flying action. Anthony's Flying Club operates and maintains Serpentine Airfield, a private airfield housing over 100 airplanes. We were met by Anthony's friend Kevin. Other club member mates would fly with us as well. We would fly to Rottnest Island, about 11 nautical miles from the coast. The winds here can become treacherous, and it's important to check the conditions before making the crossing.
Runway 09, right.
The 11-kilometer long by 4.5-kilometer wide island is a nature and heritage reserve. Cars aren't allowed, so it's a nice and quiet place to bike or walk. Its naturally occurring salt lakes, a refuge to rare birds. Rottnest, or rat's nest, was named so by the Dutch explorers because of the king-size rats they found here.
That's what we call a quokka. And that's what we came here for, to see a quokka. Did I say that right?
The quokka is a marsupial, a relative of kangaroos and wallabies. There are over 8,000 of them on the island. They are quite tame and curious. Don't be surprised if one comes up to you looking for food.
He's never seen a Filipino. Okay, come on. Go get this.
Rottnest is one of the few places in the world where quokkas can be found. They are becoming increasingly rare.
He said it's from the Philippines. It doesn't taste as good.
The main settlement and tourist area of Rottnest is Thompson Bay. It offers a sheltered beach, jetty, parks and playgrounds. It is a favorite family getaway of Perth and Fremantle locals.
A lot of history on the island, but there's beautiful beaches, fishing, people come over in their own boats. A few of us lucky ones get to fly aeroplanes.
Yes.
And that's really the way to go. And then once a year there's the annual swim, which is from Perth to Rottnest.
Wow.
And it's a long swim. One like that.
Ferries run daily trips to and from Perth and Fremantle. You may also take a Rottnest air taxi from Perth for $300 round trip. Several examples of early colonial buildings are found on the island.
Hey Kevin, what's this salt store?
Yeah, this is fairly unusual. This was the store where they stored the salt. And they stored the salt here because it was the only source of salt, the only place we get salt from for West Australia, for the whole of West Australia.
Now, this chapel here was built in the 1800s. It wasn't obviously a church, but they used it as a school as well. It was actually constructed by the Aboriginals on the island at the time.
Interesting. Nice. Nice wooden floors.
I think everything's been handmade, even the timbers in the floor,
Yes.
all hand cut, handmade.
And they've kept it well.
It's here. Everything's been well kept and preserved.
A more relaxed way of seeing the island is by old tram.
This
This is the only tram that's still working in Western Australia.
And this goes around the whole island.
Yeah, it goes around the island. Yeah, it's free for the tourists. Nowhere else can you go for a ride on a tram.
And it's for free.
Yeah, it's free. Only thing, it doesn't go to the airport, so we have to walk. I'm sorry, mate.
The weather had cleared. The sun was out. Our flight back to Serpentine was a beautiful one. I couldn't help but be intrigued by Mick's airplane.
I think what we should do, what you should do, is take it for a fly and see what you reckon of it.
I would love to if you have the time.
We've got some.
Wow, even your seatbelt looks good. But I'm too fat. You're much thinner than I am.
The Victa Air Tourer first flew in 1959. It was the winning design in a competition organized by the Royal Aero Club. It flies remarkably well despite its short fuselage and stubby wings.
That was great fun. You're a brave man. Because I thought you were going to freak out with what I was doing with your airplane. Well, it was such a great day. Let's toast this Australian toast with beer. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Anthony's mate is the club's resident airplane whiz.
Now, this is our 1917 Sopwith truck.
He restores and rebuilds vintage aircraft. And finally, Anthony's Yak 12. It was in a crate last time I saw it. I'm happy to have helped the Yak 12 find a new home. It will definitely be a fine addition to the unique airplanes in Serpentine Airfield. When Asian Air Safari returns.
Good.
Got it! Fremantle is known for its nightlife. During the weekends, the college kids take over the main drag and the atmosphere turns boisterous. A must-visit is the iconic Fremantle Markets. Built in 1897, the market hall contains a collection of over 150 stalls selling everything from fresh local produce, antiques, fashion, jewelry, and artwork. Bushkers and local characters add to the experience. I needed a souvenir to take back home, and something immediately catches my attention. Boomerangs were once used as weapons and for hunting purposes by the indigenous Aboriginal tribes. The oldest boomerang found was over 10,000 years old. The most common kind is the returning boomerang.
It's more like hunting, and the wind is important. So if the wind is blowing here, you turn 45 degrees. Yeah. When I was a little boy, my grandfather said, think in a giant clock.
Yes.
Wherever the wind comes from is 12 o'clock, you strike
3 o'clock.
2.
2 o'clock.
And then it'll go out and come back with the wind. This is the only way they work. Good. Are you insured? Now you got to spin it straight out there. That's it.
Just like that.
Yep.
We'll wait for the others to leave. I'm scared. I might be sued for doing this.
Good.
Got it. Okay, I get one then.
The following day, Anthony and I headed down to Cottesloe, a beachside suburb halfway between Fremantle and Perth. Australians love the beach, with more than 85% of the population living within an hour's drive from the coast. Beach culture is an important part of the national psyche. We met up with David Chappelle, another friend of ours. He would take us to Scarborough Beach, a 30-minute drive up the coast. cruising down the highway with the top down and the ocean breeze on our faces. There is no other way to drive around the Australian coastline highway.
By mere Mr. Shane, please let me explain.
This place has been here for a while?
Yeah, it's been here for about 25 years. And there was previously a harbour here, but very small. And they decided to develop a little bit with the suburbs behind the region here starting to spring up. And they extended it again at about 3 years ago. It's a fantastic place to come for families with the kids, and you can swim here all year round just about.
Looks very busy, huh?
Oh yeah, it can get very busy in summer.
From Scarborough, it was on to Perth. Perth is the capital of Western Australia and the fourth most populous city in the country. With origins as a mining town, Perth has gotten bigger and more progressive in each successive mining boom. It is now one of the upcoming global cities and ranked among the 8 most livable cities in the world. Perth is bounded by the Swan River to the south and east, and by Kings Park on the west. The 1,003-acre park offers panoramic views of the city and its surrounds.
Oh, Anthony, thanks for taking me to Kings Park. This is a great place, huh?
Very popular location.
I know. Everybody's here for the weekend, just hanging out,
Yeah, it's
family and kids.
very relaxed sort of atmosphere, very clean, great for the kids.
Right. And too many people getting married today.
Yeah, well, you can see there's quite a few weddings going on here today.
Yeah.
Below Kings Park is Perth's central business district. Taking a stroll through Perth is a pleasant experience. One doesn't feel the crush and pollution of Asia's big cities.
Anthony, I'm getting a little bit worried. I'm getting used to this nice, easy life here without any traffic. I should move here.
I think you should. You'd love it. You would love it.
I'm sure I would.
The modern design of the Swan Bell Tower contains bells dating from the 14th century from London's St. Martin in the Fields Church. We cut through Stirling Park in the Supreme Court and made our way to the riverbank.
Anthony, why Swan?
Well, Joy, I believe it's named after the black swan, which is famous here in Perth. You'll see a lot of them around, especially in the summertime. And also we do get quite a few sharks in the river as well.
That's why no one is swimming.
My visit to Perth and Fremantle was a short yet impressionable one. Despite being on its way to becoming a global city, Perth retains its laid-back charm. The Aussies are justifiably proud of their way of life. Theirs is a pioneering spirit. Work hard, but make sure to have a few cold ones with the mates afterwards. They certainly have their priorities straight.
This has been your captain, Joy Roa. See you in our next Asian Air Safari.